Oh. It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Now that's how you open a show.
Hey, welcome. There we go. The Big Rascals are back in action, baby. Here we go.
Max, what was that?
Ben,
at the beginning
what?
of this episode?
Lady, oh.
It was like that. They got that kid from that Walmart viral video.
His name is Mason something. He was in the Old Town Road, man. he was he was in the news.
So is this just
why isn't he on this season?
Yeah, he's a bigger celebrity.
He was more famous than all these. I gotta say, I'm not being mean here, okay? But when she said celebrities go to the backyard, and I was looking at Mirai Nagasu, I was like, athlete, big athlete, yes. Celebrity, I don't know.
It would have been funny if she said it and everyone just like stayed hanging around chatting, and then she's like, contestants, everyone, if you can hear me, go to the backyard. Oh, okay.
Why isn't the little yodeling kid was like, I'm a little too big for the show. I'm a real celebrity. I'm not going on celebrity.
I'm a C-list celeb. Excuse me, not a D-list celeb. It's such an interesting new direction that they're going with the theme. The title theme song here.
Cynthia Bailey Hill would instantly know who I am when I walk in the door. Okay, I am way too big for this show. Okay, way too big.
Are we bigger celebrities than the Max? We?
Definitely. When we came in, they would go, "Oh my God, the Big Rascals are here!"
Big Rascals.
In bed. Oh my goodness.
Honestly, Carson Kressley would probably know us because he seems to fucking know everybody on this goddamn show.
He is a socialite and a half.
He really is. Yeah.
For those of you new to the show, we are Max and Ben. We are the Big Rascals. Hi! And we're going to be covering every single episode of Celebrity Big Brother. So follow us, subscribe to us, worship us, all that stuff.
Please do. We want you to be our little rascals. We want you to be our rascal army, okay?
Yeah. Big Rascals, copyrighted. Little Rascals, working on it.
We're working on it.
Do you know that David Arquette, which I don't know why he isn't on the show.
Too big.
Yeah, apparently. Do you know that he copyrighted Bozo the Clown?
Oh, did he really?
He bought the rights to Bozo the Clown recently.
Wow.
And he wants to like reclaim clowns and make people like less scared of them and like change people's perspective on clowns.
Didn't Zach Galifianakis do that already with baskets?
I don't think it worked. It didn't work. He wants to rework Bozo.
There's a lot more depth to that character of Bozo that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, it's gonna change Bozo the Clown.
Jared Leto's gonna play Bozo, and we're really gonna see a deeper look.
No, it's gonna be David. You cannot keep overlooking David Arquette.
Oh, you're right,
man. I can't believe we have all these amazing celebrities before us, and we're still talking about other ones. Like, how is that possible? How is that possible?
Julie's one of her opening lines to this episode was, they've been competing to be the best their whole lives, and now they're going to be competing in the Big Brother house. Do you think they've really been competing to be the best their whole lives? Do you think Chris Kirkpatrick was competing against JT and LB and JF?
I guess there's probably some inner competition.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll get into that. I have some good dirt on that, actually. We'll get into, yeah, that was. Well, do you want to get into the yodeling for a little bit? Because I do have some information on that.
We could do a half hour on the yodeling.
So
Let's
if
do
you so people might have some questions on that in case they missed a couple of things, and Ben was definitely had some questions on that. So in the beginning of the episode, when we heard the theme song, there was some yodeling added into the theme song. I'll play a slightly longer clip of it.
It all starts right now on Celebrity Big Brother.
And it wasn't just at the end, it was in the opening, and it was throughout the entire thing. He was like, the celebrities will be without their glam squads. Ben, the reason is you might have missed this is because, and Carson was talking about this, the house is chalet themed.
Oh.
Do you know what a chalet is, Ben?
Is it something that's like Alps related?
Yeah. That's what I inferred. This is what the dictionary on Google says. It's definitions from Oxford Languages. It's a wooden house or cottage with overhanging eaves, typically found in the Swiss Alps.
I see. Okay.
So they decided to hilariously add fucking yodeling, which is really funny. Sometimes Big Brother just like fucking nails it with hilarious shit. Like that's really funny to just like, and not just add yodeling once, just like throughout the theme song, just be like, or the opening, just like throw in the yodeling.
I want to say 75% certain that this is the exact same yodeling soundbite from The Price is Right on that game where the yodeler goes up.
Yeah, that's the best.
And I it's the same network, so I have to assume they pulled from that.
What's the name of that game? It was like, the Cliffhangers game. Yeah. I love that game.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that's one of the best ones.
They'd never get Drew Carey on that show.
Oh, they couldn't get Drew Carey to come here?
They can't even get CBS employees to come on the show.
He's too busy dealing with Mimi in the office. Am I right?
Yeah.
He's too busy dealing with Mimi. That was her name, right? On that show?
Yeah. Cleveland Rocks.
Yeah. Okay. So moving into the actual show, I guess. We had to address the yodeling, though. I'm sure all the listeners are very helpful. So we talked about 7 minutes of yodeling and David Arquette being Bozo the Clown. Carson Kress. Oh, Ben, what'd you think about the episode overall? I thought that we got a lot of really good strategy, and we,
Yeah, I was gonna say, Max, are you sure you want to start off on a downer point?
All right, let's just jump into the episode. Okay, sorry. All right, so Carson enters the house, and I get why they started with Carson because he is
big energy.
Big energy, and he's very well known. He's like not as famous as Lamar, but he's a big TV personality. Queer Eye was a big hit.
He's in the
on
top tier
RuPaul
celebrity list of the people on.
He's top of the list, and so that's why they gave him one of those big introductory packages. And it had
he knows everybody, so he'll be a great host to everyone that walks in.
And ponies, everybody loves ponies.
Right.
There were ponies in the package, so
there you go.
Yeah. Yep. I liked how he said he's not going to be a villain yet. That very much excited me.
Yeah, we talked about like when we did our cast assessment, the pregame analysis stuff, like Carson is saying all the right things going into the house. He's going to be strategic, I think, and I think he's the first to even be mentioning or talking about alliances in this episode, which is awesome, and he's knows everybody. So like he's, in my opinion, he's the biggest threat in the house, hands down. Hands down. Not even close.
I like how he said he's going to be Martha Stewart and make breakfast and clean, but he is here to win.
Yeah.
And we like that.
He says he wants to act like he doesn't really want to win, but he wants to win.
And I liked him spraying the air freshener. Like Febreze. That's fucking funny.
Why did he do that?
I don't know. He was just walking around spraying Febreze. He's like,
He
I'm just
didn't
spraying
like
air
the
freshener.
smell in there.
Yeah, I don't know. He might have just done it because it's like a funny gag, just to like walk in a house and spray air freshener.
Yeah.
Like he's funny, you know. Like
maybe the Grips who had been previously moving in some of the sets.
yeah,
they
they were
smelling
like,
or something.
It smells like grip in here. So then we get Cynthia Bailey Hill enters.
Who?
Ben.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
she has 6 million followers. Okay,
that's right. She's very big on Instagram. I've seen that. Yeah,
and she says she's like an entrepreneur and stuff. I mean, who isn't these days? I mean, we are.
that's right. We're moguls. What we
Big
are.
Rascal Enterprises.
Big Rascal Inc. Yeah,
It's crazy because he knows her, because he knows
of course
everyone.
He does. Yeah. How did they say they knew each other again? They worked together once?
Probably.
Was she on like a RuPaul episode or something?
I don't remember.
So Carson's most of his connections are from either RuPaul or Dancing with the Stars, I believe.
Yeah, but he's also just done. Yeah. That's definitely it. Those are his.
But he's also done everything. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. His. I think what stood out for me is that she said that family means everything to her, and I've really never met anyone like that in my life. So, family? That's weird.
Wow.
That's
a bold statement.
That's crazy, dude.
Family is everything. God is good.
What?
And I'm just here to have fun. Right?
Whoa.
That's the big three. We get Chris Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, this was very interesting.
Good.
I'm Cynthia.
Good.
No,
Carson. Chris Kirkpatrick. Chris, very nice to meet you too.
Okay, I got to be honest. I had no idea who Chris Kirkpatrick was, but he looked familiar. So we've never met. Now, where should I know you?
In sync.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I love that he has the wherewithal too right away to be like Chris Kirkpatrick. Like he's got to say his last name.
I just love that. Like Cynthia didn't know who someone was.
No,
that was funny. Do you think that she faked it to be like, hey, I don't know who someone is?
It's fair. It's like everybody doesn't know anybody except for Carson, pretty much.
Do you think that someone is listening, being like, these guys claim that fucking everyone knows who Cynthia Bailey Hill is, and they're acting like people don't know?
Probably. There could be.
She's so famous. Cynthia?
Comment if you're a big fan of Cynthia Bailey. Let's get all those Bailey heads out there. Bailey
like,
Nation, Bailey Army.
Hill heads now.
Bailey Army, make your voices heard. Comment.
Bailey Hill Army now. we took the Hill last name when she got married.
You're saying the fan base is also adopting the husband's surname.
They had to change their cards and collars. They had to adjust all of their sweatshirts and stuff. They had to change everything.
So stupid.
So Chris comes in, and he's a chess player, but is he gonna think too far ahead?
He may not have that much time, considering that there's already alliances being struck up and he's not in it. He needs to get moving.
That's true.
I do this is your winner pick, right?
Yeah.
You said are you second guessing it now?
He might run people away with how much he talks about being in sync all the time.
Yeah. Well, maybe he'll get tired of it after a couple days.
I don't know. He seems to really like talking about it.
Yeah. He said being friends with, this was a live feed clip that came up on CBS's YouTube channel.
Oh, no, let me play it.
Okay, you got it. Okay, great.
Yeah, let's play it.
How old were you when you got into NSYNC?
For right now.
When I started NSYNC? Well, I started. I didn't get into it. I started.
Yeah.
I called agents, and I called 19. I remember this specifically. I called 19 talent agents, and only one guy got back to me. And I'm like, great.
He
Did
started
all
it.
this work. One guy. So I go to this guy's place, Studio Plaza in Orlando, and I get this manila envelope, and I had a cassette tape, and I had my little Nissan Sentra, and I pop in the cassette tape, and I'm like, what the hell am I listening to right now? And I look at the picture, I'm like, Justin Timberlake. Long story even longer. I found Justin. Justin said, I got this kid that was on the Mickey Mouse Club with me, JC.
Wait, so you met Justin Timberlake, and then he brought in JC, who is insane and has an awesome voice. I met him at the Beverly Center.
Oh, Justin is. I mean, when I talk about Justin, it's the weirdest thing on the planet because it's like, I always feel like, I always wonder what Mozart's like older brother feels like.
Okay, before we get to what you were going to bring up, which was that he said that being friends with Justin Timberlake was like being Mozart's older brother.
Yeah.
I liked that Todrick like name drops JC Chazet
I met him.
to Chris Kirkpatrick.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm going to name drop that I know JC to everybody here in
Such a nice
front of
guy.
his band
Such
member.
a great guy. Yeah.
Amazing voice, by the way. To his band member. By the way, guys, amazing voice.
I will say,
met him.
for the 1 year that I lived in Los Angeles, it was pretty much you could take that one little clip, and that's just like the essence of like what everyone was like in LA when I lived out there. No offense to our listeners who live in LA, but I'm just saying it was a lot of name dropping, a lot of stories being told.
Well, I have to actually kind of confirm this story.
Oh yeah?
I'm on Wikipedia. It's a very good website. But you think that
Never heard of it.
the NSYNC page has probably confirmed a lot with sources.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say. So this will be quick. Lou Pearlman was introduced to Chris Kirkpatrick by a mutual acquaintance in 1995 and was impressed by his talent. So he immediately picked him up to talk about starting a group. Pearlman promised that he would help finance him if Chris could form a group of other young male singers to join him. Chris Kirkpatrick jumped on the opportunity and made some calls, eventually finding Justin Timberlake, who had been on the TV show The Mickey Mouse Club along with JC Chazet, through a talent agent and contacted him about joining his vocal group. And then it goes on from there. So he
Story checks out.
the story checks out.
Great
Great.
investigative work, Max.
Well, dude, dude, when he said that he formed NSYNC, I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Were you buying it?
No, I always just assumed it was like some troll in a cave who like granted a wish in exchange for souls. That's just what I assumed. Yeah.
Oh, so you bought the story. I always assume with these things that they just that usually the way that these things works is that someone is like, we want to put a boy group together, and then people just audition for them.
I figured it was like Sears or something like that put them together.
Yeah,
for,
something
like
like that.
sponsorship.
So I thought that maybe he was like exaggerating a little bit.
Right.
Is what I was thinking. Not that it was like spot on. Not to like insult Chris, but I thought that maybe he was being a little. I'm just
Look,
speaking
Justin Timberlake owes everything to him.
Okay, I'm
Justin
only saying
Timberlake
that
would
because
be
he called Justin.
nothing.
All right, he called Justin Timberlake Mozart in the same story. How am I supposed to buy the rest of it?
Yeah.
Look, Justin Timberlake is
He
very
discovered
talented.
Mozart, and
He's
then
not Mozart.
he's Mozart, Max.
Mozart was like 8 years old and writing like symphonies. Okay, Justin Timberlake is not Mozart.
He's the GOAT.
He's the goat. He's Mozart. Yeah, did Mozart sing Black and White? I don't think so.
I mean, JT's like he's bigger than the Beatles. We all know it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
teach about JT in music classes, and when you're a kid, you learn
Yeah.
about JT.
Did the Beatles sing the song from the Troll soundtrack? I don't think so.
Did Mozart ever write anything good as Bringing Sexy Back? I don't think so.
Yo,
okay? I don't
song
think
slaps, though.
so.
But does Justin Timberlake even like write these songs? I don't know. I don't know like how involved
I mean,
he is.
based on that song, I could believe it. What do you say?
That is savage.
Hey, Daniel.
I'm bringing yo, yep. Yo, that song slaps though. that song slaps, man.
Yeah, don't get us in copyright trouble, Max.
I'm bringing it back.
Look,
Yo,
I do.
Me
I did,
just singing that song gets a copyright trouble. Yo,
I
my
do love
my impression is so accurate. We're gonna be in copyright.
Props to you, Max. Yeah. Look, I will say, all joking aside, I do like that Kirkpatrick is such a big game player, because I don't know if we're going to see that a lot in the house. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know, but he seems to be talking strategy right out of the gate. He says he's a Big Brother super fan,
Yeah, and like I like how his kid was talking about let's show you the HOH room and stuff. Like his family clearly watches it.
Yeah,
and that was fun.
It's like
and,
a big deal for him.
Yeah, and I did like this quote.
If anybody's gonna win Celebrity Big Brother, it's gonna be me.
You like that?
Max, what's the over under for him in the voting booth saying bye bye bye? How many times is that gonna happen?
so many.
This is gonna, and I know it's not him. I know it's not.
No, I think it is.
You think it is?
I guess
I guess with how much he talks
our
about
alliance wasn't in sync. It reminds me of
the show. End the show now.
It reminds me of the first season when Jonathan Bennett was talking about Mean Girls, and I was so happy when he was voted out first, because like every few seconds it was like, is it a Wednesday? Are we wearing pink? This is so fetch. You know, it was like I was like, oh my god. He was like, you go, Glenn Coco. I was like, what is that even relevant to? Shut the fuck up.
Even Dina Lohan was getting annoyed.
Yeah.
We're over it.
Yeah, it's like I'm over people quoting Mean Girls in my daily life. I don't need it on film the show. By the way, great movie. Love it. Just don't need
one of the
quoting
best.
It, you know,
one of the best.
What amazing movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. What do we got?
Do it. Well, next is what were we calling her on?
We were calling her Shanna.
We were calling her Shanna.
And all the Shayna Mokler stands, the Shayna army,
Shayna Nation.
They were listening, going, "How dare you!"
They were after us. Yeah.
The Shayna Nation.
We got canceled over saying Shauna.
Yeah, we're good. Shanna, we were calling her, even worse. So Shayna Mokler.
And immediately she talks about Travis Barker. Mark that one off the Celebrity Big Brother bingo card that we
mentioned
gave
her marriages to Billy Idol or Dennis Quaid. Why? She only mentioned the other, like Oscar De La Hoya, Travis, and someone else. I forget.
You gotta mention DQ.
Yeah, I know.
DQ.
Dude, and Billy Idol's a big one too. Trust
what
me.
were Thanksgivings like with Randy Quaid? We gotta know, please.
And Carson knows her.
Of course.
He says you're so hot. He doesn't say you're so cool, which is weird because you think he would reference the movie that her daughter was named after and the romance that her and Travis shared, which is weird. We cover that in the.
I think Shayna, she could be a big character on this show. I see potential for her being a big character as a big strategist. I don't know just yet.
She did say she's a BB superfan, which we did not know.
Yeah, that's true.
Could be interesting. At least if she's that means that she'll be interested in competing, which is good.
Yeah.
I am more optimistic now than I was during the cast breakdown. I think more people are interested in being interesting.
Yes. Agreed.
than they were in the breakdown. And more people, I think people will be interested in playing the game.
Yeah, well, hopefully they'll get bored enough in there that they want to strategize.
I think there are people that want to strategize and play the game. There's
at least
5.
There is. There's already a
There's already a 4-person alliance.
There's already a 4-person alliance.
And
yeah.
I think they might have been hinting at a 3 or 4-person other alliance, but they weren't. I wasn't sure. But we can get into that once we're over.
Yes, let's do that.
Let's
So next person who enters is Todd Bridges.
Everybody knows who he is because they are old.
Yes. Cynthia especially loves Todd Bridges. She said she had a crush on him.
Yes.
So that's maybe a possible alliance. Who knows?
I didn't know who he is because I'm not old.
I didn't have cable when I was a kid, so I watched a lot of reruns of old TV shows. So I definitely knew who Todd Bridges was. I love Different Strokes. Fun show.
What you talking about, Willis?
We're gonna hear that a lot.
Gary, rest in peace.
Yeah. No, but I know who Willis is, So I do know who he is, but it wasn't if he walked in the door of the Celebrity Big Brother house and I was on the show right now because I am a celebrity, I'd be like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Still, even then, I still think he has a more familiar face than a lot of people too. I think he's got a recognizable face. If you didn't know him coming in, you'd be like, oh, I like that guy's got a familiar face.
mm-hmm. Maybe not to me. Maybe I'm
Okay.
Maybe I'm ignorant. I don't know. I never seen Everybody Hates Chris either, so that's another.
Yeah, that's a good show.
Whoopsie doopsie. I've seen a couple episodes, but I've never seen the whole thing or anything. But
yeah.
Okay. Mirai Nagasu enters. And I just want to put it at this point, it was they were kind of slowly entering people at first, and now they're trying to make sure that everybody enters before the first commercial break. And they're just less important people. Let's just shove them in. Who cares? All right, she did triple axel. Who the fuck cares? All right, let's get him in.
Her intro package was, I think, the shortest of everybody's. It seemed like. Yeah. Triple axel. That's the only note I had written down. I just wrote triple axel.
She says maybe the Olympics will help her.
Yeah. Maybe she'll get better than 3rd place this season.
She had a decent amount of confessionals and she was trying to be silly. So I do commend her for that.
Yeah. I liked her character in this episode.
Yeah, I liked her. She was fun. I think she's she has a pretty good personality. So I was into it.
I agree. I'm looking forward to seeing her more this season.
Yeah. Chris Kattan, he sucks at games.
Yeah.
I wrote down.
He's a terrible poker player.
And he made a bunch of bad jokes.
Yeah.
I wasn't really laughing.
I
wasn't feeling the Kattan jokes. I think
let's talk a little bit about the elephant in the room too. Is he looks just really uncomfortable physically.
Well, he's just
in the house.
He just has stiff. His posture is just stiff because he broke his neck. That's how his posture.
No, I know. Yeah. So for those who don't know, Chris Kattan broke his neck in an SNL sketch way back in the day, and he's had so many surgeries since then. It's made him really stiffen up. But everybody's talking about it. A lot of people don't know about his history with the surgeries, and he's just very visibly looks very uncomfortable on the show. Even when he's in the challenges. When he's in the HOH comp, I'm like, wow, Chris Kattan is not going to last very long in this. If he's very physically stiff and it doesn't seem like he can be very mobile in this. I think that's going to be a problem for him in this game.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see kind of how that shakes out.
Yeah. He just looks like he's in pain a lot.
Yeah, it must be really tough. I wonder the degree of pain that he is in.
Yeah.
Hear him talk about it. It's really awful.
Yeah.
He's had 5 surgeries.
5. So, wow.
Yeah. That's quite a bit. And SNL only paid for 2 of them.
Yeah. So. Not cool, Lauren.
Not cool.
Not cool. But yeah, I think that's going to be a huge hurdle for him this season in terms of the HOH and all the comps,
Definitely. He did make a joke at one point later in the episode that made me really laugh, but I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
So he did have one joke.
Props
that was
to
funny.
you, Chris.
He made one joke about sucking that was funny. So that was good.
Yeah. During the HOH comp or something.
Yeah, something funny. Okay. I was like, oh, that's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Todrick Hall enters. And
my name is Todrick. Miss Hall if you're nasty.
So Miss Hall enters, of course. Big Rascals, we are definitely nasty, so I guess we can call him Miss Hall.
That's right.
We definitely
nasty. We are.
Yeah, Big Rascals definitely have big nasty energy.
That's right. Rascal Army can back us up on that.
Yeah, I think Janet Jackson allowed us all to be nasty at one point. And so I feel pretty nasty. So Ms. Hall came in, and I like the energy that Todrick Hall came, but in his entrance interview, he talked about not wanting to play the game, but I think now he has to play the game, so he'll play the game.
He did say in the opening package for him when he comes in, he says, I want to play a game like Dan and Derek. So he wants to play the greatest
game of all time
in the history of Big Brother.
He wants to play the Mozart game, the Justin Timberlake game.
Honestly, that's what I like to hear, Max.
The Jonathan Taylor Thomas game.
I want everybody to be saying, I want to play like Dan. I want to play like Derek.
Yeah.
Let's go see him play Cutthroat.
I really liked this line from him.
I cannot cook, but I love to stir the pot.
He's giving really good DRs.
Yeah.
Like really, really good DRs.
I don't think that's a producer-fed line either. I think that's all
No.
That's
These
all
are all him, and he has a very nice tone, very succinct.
He's not screaming.
No, his DRs are very funny. He's going to give us the best sound bites all season long, I predict. Very good.
That's all that matters. At the
I
end
am
of the day.
very appreciative, Todrick. Very good. Thank you. Oh, they're good.
I got a good feeling about Todrick and Carson being a very strong alliance throughout this whole game. How about you?
Oh,
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, like I could very well see a final two with those two.
I think there has to be.
Okay. We'll write a letter.
Misha Tate. Chris is starstruck.
Yeah, his jaw was on the floor, Max.
I know, he's a big I can't believe he wasn't talking about NSYNC.
Excuse me, Misha. I'm Justin Timberlake's friend. And,
older brother.
Please don't hurt me.
I found it. No, I didn't. Miss Cupcake.
Can I have your autograph, please?
Yes.
How many people do you think she's going to body slam this season, Max?
Yeah. She's coming for the title, though. Okay.
Yeah. And how many people is she going to body slam to get to that title? That's the question.
Yeah, so she's fierce. I don't know if it's going to work out for her.
Really? Well, it can be a tough road for the first HOH of the season.
Especially someone that I don't know. I just think she's going to be too aggressive. I'm not seeing a road to the finish for someone who I'm not seeing great social skills so far.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see who she nominates. She's not in that 4-person alliance. That is the only alliance that we know exists. I don't think.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. Yeah.
They need more than 4 though.
They need a lot more for this early in the game.
Yep.
Yeah. They're gonna have to add some people.
Be a majority.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny when you watch these shows and you're like, hey guys, you need a majority alliance, like you need to do basic math here,
right?
It's like, it's like get the 4, but then you have to add so you have 11 people, so majority would be 6. It's like
adding the HOH might help a lot. That's just
add 2. yeah, and get the HOH.
Probably be a good idea, I think.
Yeah. That's really funny.
Is there a possible alliance between Kirkpatrick and Misha? We didn't really see any strategic talk from them in this first episode.
We didn't see strategic talk.
Well, we did from a couple people. From Carson, from Todrick.
But the Carson and Todrick thing, I think what it's going to come down to is that, and we talked about this, is like the Todrick and Carson alliance is basically they have to be aligned because everybody's going to assume that they're going to be aligned.
Yeah, they don't really have a choice.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for the live feeds to come up because I think we'll finally get some clarity on some things of who's been talking to who strategically, maybe,
Yeah,
or we'll just get a lot more
been
stories
in the house for a week at this point.
Yeah.
So a lot of shit has gone down.
Yep.
The only thing we know that has been leaked is that Lamar has trouble getting out of the shower not naked, and so they've been trying to remind him to like cover up.
Lamar,
which is like really funny because
this isn't the Lakers locker room.
Yeah, which is like very funny because it's like not just for the feeds, but like isn't he exposing himself to everybody in the house?
Right. Yeah.
So like I would be like more like Lamar, like I guess they're all fine seeing him naked though.
It's like a roommate situation, I guess. Maybe they're all very comfortable with each other. Or...
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what's going on.
Well, I mean, it's not like he's like, it's not like he's like trying to like do anything. He's just like getting out of the shower.
Not like he's flashing them or anything.
Yeah, he's not flashing. I mean, he's not flashing. I'm sure he's not flashing. I mean, I can't say anything. I'm sure he's not flashing. I'm sure he's just like, oh, I'm just getting in the shower.
Right.
But I don't know. When I get out of the shower, can I grab a towel? I don't know. That's just what a leak says. We don't even know if it's true. But I thought it was funny. It was like, there's going to be live feeds. You're going to be naked. He's like, oh, okay. All right.
Any speculation on why the feeds are down, Max?
We don't know. The feeds were supposed to come up last night, and then all of a sudden, at the last second, they were delayed. And we do not know why, Ben.
COVID, injury, or technical
Yeah,
problems.
or somebody
quit. Or somebody quit. It's one of those four, I think.
Yep.
It's got to be.
Either way, it's not good.
No. Hopefully it's technical problems.
Why would it be at the last second, though?
I know. They're probably trying to talk somebody out of quitting.
It's very strange.
Yeah. Who would you have your money on quitting if it was any of them? Who's the most famous? Who's the most famous?
I guess Lamar.
Lamar could have quit.
Well, he's the most famous.
Once he realized the feeds were live, he's like, I'm out.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to have to put a towel on after I get out of the shower. I just like the air dry, baby. Yeah, I'm not sure who else would quit. Maybe
Chris Kattan, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe Teddy Mellencamp quit. Maybe she was like, I have to return to my business. I have to tell people to eat less than 500 calories.
My fans miss me. My paparazzi misses
I have
me.
to tell them to do these starvation diets. I have to. I have to, Ben. I have to. Please.
TMZ has probably shut down without me out.
Yes, I'm so important. So who's
Speaking
coming
of Teddy?
Oh, that's who comes next into the house. She will say things to people's faces, though. Okay, that was her thing on Housewives,
right?
Which I didn't know about.
She'll say things like, "Hello, I'm Teddy Mellencamp."
Yeah, because when I did research on the Housewives and talked to some sources, all I learned is that she was known as the boring housewife. So if you see our drinking game on our Instagram page, which you should, we have drinking game on like, drink when so-and-so happens. Ours is when Teddy is boring, because her thing is she's known as the boring housewife, which is why would you put her in the fucking Big Brother house?
Why not one of the more interesting housewives?
Yes. And Ben, do you want to share the little Instagram clip that we have?
Oh, yes. Okay. So this is thank you Reddit for finding this, specifically the Big Brother Reddit. Let me pull this up. So this is John Cougar Mellencamp's Instagram page. He posts a photo with Teddy and his grandkids, and he says, a television show that Teddy is on premieres tonight. I don't know what she's doing, but I'm proud of her, and I hope she achieves her goals.
I like it. He doesn't specify what television show. He doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't even know. He's like, she's going on some show.
I'm proud of her. I hope she achieves her goals, I guess. All right, moving on.
Not proud enough to Google what the show is.
Do you think he doesn't even run that account?
No.
She had her rep message his rep, and they were
So you're saying even his rep, even his PR person didn't give a shit or know what Big Brother was?
Yes, that does not read like a real thing. It's a rep.
That's so weird.
It's not a very good rep.
Maybe that's like a dad joke to him. Maybe
Nope.
he's like trying to embarrass his daughter.
You're giving so
as
much
dads
credit.
do.
You're giving so much credit.
Oh, well, if it isn't a testament to Carson that he knows every single person, he also knows Teddy Mellencamp too.
Yeah, probably.
No, he does. He said he did.
Oh, sorry.
Which
Wow.
is incredible. Like Carson really does know everybody.
Yeah, so she was raised in Indiana. It's very interesting. That's like Bruce Willis and Demi Moore also raised their kids in like Ohio or no, not Ohio. Where did they raise their kids? They raised their kids in like Indiana or something like that, so that their kids would be like more normal or something.
Interesting. They wanted their kids to have Mike Pence as their governor.
Oh, in Idaho. They live in Idaho.
Oh, Idaho. Idaho's beautiful.
Yeah, they live out there. They live in like a ranch. I think they wanted their kids to have like a more normal life, or they just wanted to live secluded. Yeah.
A lot of rich people have like second homes in like Idaho, Montana,
Wyoming.
Yeah. And here in Colorado, like by the ski towns,
Aspen.
Aspen, Vail. Yeah.
But this isn't like a second home thing. This is like a primary home. Where they raise their kids. So a similar thing to like him like living in like Indiana type deal.
Interesting.
I think they just didn't want their kids to like live like, you know, like because they're like movie stars, you know. I think that was the deal.
Right.
I might just be wrong about. I don't know, but interesting.
Don't want all that fame to get to Teddy Mellencamp's head.
Yeah, and that's so funny. And then she's like, "I'm going to be on the Housewives of Beverly Hills and Celebrity Big Brother."
It worked.
It worked. We did it. Okay, so moving on.
I will say I did
enters-
like it when Teddy said she can't remember if Kirkpatrick is from NSYNC or the Backstreet
but
Boys.
she figures it out.
Yeah. Is it because Kirkpatrick kept talking about Justin Timberlake being like,
yeah, he wouldn't shut up about fucking
NSYNC? She figured it out pretty quick.
So they save the biggest celebrity for last, figuratively and literally.
Good job, Max.
Thank you.
Lamar.
And instantly
Lamar Odom walks into the house. My heart kind of sinks. Hi, Lamar. I'm Shayna. Nice to meet you. I may or may not have called his fiance at one time a donkey on national television, and it's not one of my finest moments.
So first of all, the producers are like, yes, already she is talking about Kourtney Kardashian. We wish she had said her name, but
Khloe, right?
Yes, this is why this is Kourtney. Sorry. You're talking about what?
Khloe.
Khloe. I did say Khloe. I thought
you said Kourtney.
Ooh, sorry. We're talking about Khloe Kardashian. Yes, she's already talking about her. This is so amazing. She's talking about Khloe. This is all we've ever wanted. We wish she had said her name, but this is the only reason we have her on the show. Yes. Yes.
Producers checking off their bingo boxes.
Back in the day, 2009, she goes on the Wendy Williams show. Okay. And she's like promoting makeup. And like for some reason, Khloe comes up and she calls Khloe a donkey. And the reason that she called her a donkey is because she was at a party and she saw Kim Kardashian like talking to Travis, and she thought that Kim was trying to steal Travis away from her. And because Kim has a big butt, she called her a donkey.
Oh, I see.
And therefore, because Khloe is Kim's sister and Khloe also has a big butt, she's also a donkey.
Okay, well, that settles that.
And then Khloe responded and was like, "Who the fuck is Shayna Moakler?" on Twitter.
Did she really?
Yeah, and it's weird. Like it was like 2009, so like the Kardashians weren't like that famous at then. I mean, they were still pretty famous, but like Twitter wasn't that popular. So I went back at the tweets, and they only had like a few likes and like no retweets. It was like super kind of like weird.
But now it's getting televised nationally. The beef.
Yeah, I know.
We finally get closure to this beef.
So CBS got what they wanted.
There's no way Lamar knows who the hell she is, or even that she said that about Chloe, right?
No.
Not like he would care.
No, he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, oh, I totally remember that. I'm so upset.
Lamar's coming for Shayna right away.
Yeah, he's like, I'm still
block her.
so mad about that.
He's going right to Misha's HOH room trying to get her blocked.
Yeah. So he got a really long introduction.
I didn't know how troubled of a past he had. I had no idea that he had like a kid who passed away.
I did know about that. We did go into in our introduction package.
Did we? Okay.
No, I didn't know about the kid dying.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
We did talk about him having a drug overdose.
Right.
He did mention that it was in the brothel, and he did not name the names of the sex workers like we did, but very interesting. What? I don't know why. I don't know why he didn't mention that it happened at a brothel. That was very interesting.
He should have said it. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. He's like, I don't know why he didn't mention it happened in a brothel.
Really quality content.
Yeah, I was like, it was in a brothel, by the way, guys.
Teddy Mellencamp ain't got shit on me.
Yeah, it happened in a brothel. No, it is really cool that like he was able to overcome it, and drug addiction is a very serious problem.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that he said that. I like that your little disclaimer there. Yeah, don't do drugs.
I want people to think that we
don't
think
do
that,
drugs.
Drug addiction is funny. I
don't think anybody does.
Okay.
No, I agree that it made him endearing to hear that he has a story.
It just would have been really funny if at the end he was like, "Oh yeah, it was in a brothel." Candy really helped me out.
Oh god.
There were 2 sex workers, by the way. I paid 2 of them at the same time.
Give us the full deets,
Yeah,
big brother. Come
I
on.
want to know what the situation was, because there were 2.
Yeah. What was done exactly?
I guess we have to read the book. Oh, it was nice that he got a book promotion in there too, because he was hoping to get promotions in.
Well, you know what? That's great.
He was hoping for a lump sum, so he's getting a book promotion.
Right. You know what? This is what makes these shows great, man. This is why we do Celebrity
his contract. He was like, "All right, I'll come on if you give me extra money. We get to promote my book."
Yeah. They're like, "Look, whatever you want. You're the biggest celebrity, hands down.
Yeah,
you can have it."
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I love that Chris Kattan knows literally not a single person there. By the way, he's like
I don't give a fuck about any of you. But it was mean how they're like roasting him about it. They're like, "You don't know our names yet," and he's like, "No, I just like don't fucking know you.
Who are you?
I don't fucking care about you." He's like, "Sorry, I don't watch the fucking Real Housewives." He's like, "I'm a comedian." He's like,
I was on one of the
Housewives?
biggest comedy shows ever. Yeah, I don't know you.
Sorry, I didn't watch Meet the Barkers. Sorry, I don't like watch E! News.
Yeah. Oh boy. Should we get to this HOH comp, or was there anything else you wanted to bring up before that?
Well, there was some stuff that I would like to talk about. The group makes a toast after the introductions, and there's a lot of talk about being nice and then maybe not being nice later. And it comes up a few times, and it's kind of this weird energy that that didn't like really come up in previous Celebrity Big Brothers, and doesn't really come up in Big Brother usually. Usually people are just like really nice in the beginning. It's like everybody is talking about it too. They're like, we're being nice now, but I wonder if we'll be nice later. And it's not just in like it's not like DR talk. It's like everybody's talking about it like openly. They're like, we're being nice now, but like maybe we won't be soon. It's weird vibes, man.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It would be especially
weird
scary
energy.
It would be especially scary if Misha was saying it. If Misha was
She's
like,
scary, man.
I'm nice now, but just you wait.
I'm gonna kill all of you.
The HOH bet is mine every week.
Yeah.
You have a problem with that? Body slam.
It seems like they're gonna fight eventually, all of them, and they're all very open to it. They're
Maybe
like,
that's why the feeds are down.
We already don't really like each other.
Maybe that's why the feeds are down. Maybe there's already
they're all just killing each other. Someone died.
Misha body slammed Chris Kattan. No, that's the worst thing that could happen.
CBS is like, we're not paying for another surgery. if SNL didn't do it, we're not doing it. There's a precedence.
We also get the formation of this alliance between Carson, Shayna, Cynthia, and Todrick, which he's calling the Girls and Gays Alliance.
It's a good idea. You got to get the ball rolling. Hop on these early alliances. Why not? I think someone says, I forget, it might have been Todrick, was like, I didn't want to be, like, I was so afraid that alliances would be forming and I would be left out. It's like, I would be scared too. It's like, you
that's
always
the anxiety you should have going in.
Form an early one, get in one. I think Carson was smart to form it. And it's like, they all know each other.
Yeah.
Kind of, or like Carson knew all of them like closely. And it's like,
Carson is just like such a leader in this game. My only fear for him is that people will notice. My only fear is that people will be like, he has complete control of this whole game. He's like orchestrating everything. He's leading everything. That can put a huge target on your back.
But that's why it's good to protect himself in the Lions.
Yeah. Well, but he needs a couple more.
Yeah.
He needs a couple more people.
But it's a good start.
Almost there. Yeah.
But him and Todrick forming an alliance, like we talked, it was an assumed alliance. You have to just do it.
If anyone was gonna form an alliance that quick, it was gonna be probably Carson and Todrick.
The RuPaul alliance was a necessity. There was this weird conversation about like Lamar's shoe size, and I can't tell if they just like had to fill a couple more seconds or if there was like a weird alliance like forming in that bedroom.
I didn't catch that. What happened?
They were like asking him, they were like, how big is your shoe? And he was like, I'm size 16 or something. And they were like, oh, that's like a really big shoe size. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm blessed. And they were like, yeah, you're really tall. And he was like, yeah. And then at the same time, they were like cutting to this one. And I couldn't tell if they were like cutting back and forth. Because
was
maybe,
that just
like,
the editors like comparing, here's people playing the game and here's people not?
I couldn't tell because they weren't playing like the Dodo music under the other one.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell.
You got to have the Dodo music to know.
You really do, though. You have to like they weren't like cluing it.
I think my thinking is that the editor's intention, even without the Dodo music, was that one side is playing and one is not.
One side's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very strange though. Like it just wasn't super clued in. Usually they're clearer. The thing is, Big Brother is normally so explicit,
right, in
the way they clue things in, and I've just watched so many episodes that I was like, this is fucking weird, man.
Right. Yeah.
And it wasn't like, usually they'll play like a funny clip. I was like, this is just like, I felt like I was watching the feeds. I was like, why are we talking about his shoes?
Yeah.
Should we get to the BB Winter gala?
Let's do it.
So this is one of those things where they just hang from ropes and then they have to hang for a long time.
Yeah.
As Todrick says,
they're about to like Geppetto Pinocchio our asses.
It does look like they're all a bunch of marionette dolls. They're just like
they're about to Geppetto Pinocchio their asses, dude. He's like, it's about to be kinky, or they're about to Geppetto Pinocchio our asses.
Did you have any favorite costumes?
I really liked how everybody had a costume, and then Lamar, they just gave him like streetwear.
Yeah, he just walked down with his hands in his pockets.
That was in his contract. He was like, I ain't wearing these costumes.
Something ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, give me streetwear and a top hat.
I'm not wearing a banana suit. I'm not wearing.
Yeah.
Good for him. Good for him negotiating that.
Yeah, definitely. What did you like?
I liked Chris Kattan's costume a lot. He had that weird little hat, and you could
like
barely see his face.
Yeah. He had a cute one. Yeah, I liked how they had to wear costumes because it was the Met Gala. That was really cool.
As if they're not uncomfortable enough up there on the on the competition.
Yeah, I like this being a little initiation. Like we're gonna treat you like shit in the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
It was good. Being like this is gonna be an easy ride for you. Okay.
Yeah. So you like caviar, do you? How do you like this golden caviar shower?
I have a conspiracy theory, Ben.
Oh, yeah?
I feel like Todd Bridges maybe has a fear of heights or something, or
really?
some reason not to be in the challenge.
Hmm.
Like, Julie was available to and was already like talking to them to host the competition.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't
Good catch. I didn't.
Why
pick up on
wouldn't
that.
Julie be hosting the competition?
You're right. I thought that was weird too. I was like, why are they making up an excuse here for one person to sit out? And then like they sort of looked around for a second, and then Todd raised his hand. Like, it did seem a little fishy. You're right.
He's just like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Like, I just don't. It seems very strange.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why would somebody sit out? Like, why couldn't Julie do it? Julie hosts competitions like that all the time.
It's gonna be a long season if that's if that's gonna be like the norm of people being like, I'm not gonna do this comp.
Yeah, maybe they just like wanted to give people the chance to sit out. I don't understand it. It was very strange that Todd had the chance to sit out.
Chris Kattan didn't sit out.
Well, he didn't want to.
I know, but it's like he lasted.
Maybe Todd
Chris
has
Kattan lasted 1 minute, I think.
Maybe Chris Kattan, I don't think Chris Kattan wants to be limited by his mobility. I'm thinking maybe Todd has like a phobia,
like of heights,
of
golden caviar.
Maybe he just doesn't want to do it. There's things that we might not know. It's just a conspiracy. I don't want to be too speculative or pay our armchair psychiatrist, but psychologist. But it's just weird because Julie was talking to them the whole time. She was on set that day, clearly.
Yeah, that is strange. Good catch. Oh.
Very strange.
I'm convinced. I'm sold on the theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. This seemed like a comp that was built for Mirai Nagasu.
Well, like, it did, and it was built for all the most competitive athletic people because the athletic people lasted the longest.
It just seemed like you have to be incredibly agile and have balance, and that just seemed like right up a figure skater's alley.
Yeah,
I don't
she
know.
fucked up. I mean, she was down to just holding on one of the things, and I was like, oh, she's screwed.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually a strategy at first, and then when Misha was like, she's only holding on to one, I was like, oh, she fucked up.
Yeah. I thought she was my pick from the beginning. I thought Mirai Nagasu had it. But
I liked the budding rivalry between them as athletes.
Yeah.
Like they're both eyeing each other. They don't like each other. Or the producers are just setting that up. But either way, I like it. Set that up.
It would be a fun alliance to see both of them align together because they could run the table on physical
Yeah, but
comps.
they won't. Apparently they're not going to do that.
That's too bad.
They're like, no, we're just gonna go at each other. We're just gonna be competitive. It's too late. Yeah, they're going at each other.
So yeah, we had Kattan. He fell 1 minute in, and then Cynthia falls second at like 2 minutes in. The people are dropping like flies.
Yeah, it was a pretty
really
short
quick.
I liked the
Shayna was 4
paparazzi
minutes.
flashing lights. By the way, that was fun.
Yeah, it's a good thing that none of them are can have seizures.
Oh yeah, the northern epileptic. Yeah.
Maybe that's why Todd couldn't.
he was still in the room.
That's true.
Um,
Yeah, Lamar was out after 4 minutes. You surprised by that? I think he's got a lot of mass.
He's really big and
He's
tall.
very
It's like a
big.
whole different thing.
I mean, I think he could have gone longer than 4 minutes, but it's tough. Yeah,
He was just like, "Fuck this shit, man."
yeah. And Kirkpatrick was out after 6 minutes. This is just an extremely short comp. I think the comp itself may have been shorter than what it was on TV.
Yeah, dude, it was really short. I gotta say, right before Chris Kirkpatrick said that it reminded him of the Bye 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 video, I had the same thought. So I was not upset about. I was not upset about this NSYNC joke because it was totally fair. Like this one was organic and reasonable because it is just like the Bye 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 video.
I'm sure that was planned by Big Brother, right?
Like they did this comp because of the Bye 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 video.
Yeah, I think it was. You don't think so?
No, I mean, like this is
so much talk of marionettes and puppets and all that stuff.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I'll bet you anything it was.
I could say like they were thinking about it and they did. I get what you're saying, but I don't blame him for this joke.
No.
Like he does so many NSYNC jokes because I had the same.
I don't blame him for any because I know it's the producer selling.
Yeah. But still, like this joke didn't annoy me like the other ones, and he wasn't even like he didn't even say bye bye bye. He was like, this feels eerily familiar. You know, it wasn't like too like punchy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's something about this.
There's something about this because I was like, wait a minute, I've seen. You know that meme with like Leonardo DiCaprio from the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when he's like pointing at the TV screen. Yeah. That's what I was doing. I was like, oh, he's doing the thing. He's doing the thing. That's what I was doing.
In sync.
It's bye bye bye. It's He's doing the bye 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 video.
Oh, Max, did you know you can't have caviar without crackers?
Did you know that?
Did you know that? You can't. It's an unwritten rule. You can't have it. So crackers they shall receive.
Our drinking game has killed everyone by now.
Yeah.
At this point in the episode, if you play the drinking game, you're dead. So I would apologize, but you're dead.
Yeah. Look, I said in our post, drink water. If you didn't, that's on you. Okay.
Yeah,
you can't. Don't come after us with your big fancy
water
lawyers.
Will save you.
Because guess what?
You.
We're not worth a dime. You can't sue us for shit. Okay. We're not worth a dime.
I love how Carson is like when he's cheering for like the final people. He was like, "You have to suck up to everyone." He's like, "Go Misha, go Todrick, go." He's like, "You gotta suck up to everyone." He's like, "Go He's fucking so funny.
Fantastic social player.
We
got some spam here. Thank you, spammer.
So funny, man. Yeah, you should suck up to everyone, guys. It's really good.
So
future celebrity Big Brother players that are watching, definitely pay attention to Todrick. Future celebs in the chat.
Yeah. So we get down to we finally see
Mirai, after this hours-long competition.
13 minutes in to be exact. Mirai is finally holding on to one bottle and she gets out at fourth. She doesn't even get the bronze, which is what she's known for, Max. She doesn't even get the bronze.
Notorious third place finisher doesn't even come in third.
USA loses again. Oh, I hate it. So then Todrick, he finds the opportunity to make a deal with Misha, and they must have some sort of a good thing going on here, Max, because Misha is very open to this right away.
She's just like, yeah.
But what's really funny about this is that after they make this deal, Teddy goes, "Oh, we can make deals with the HOAs. Hey, let's make the same exact deal that you just made literally a second ago with Todrick." And she's like, "Nah,
no, it's too early to be making these deals." I just can't do that. I
That's-
love Todrick, she says. She's like, I love Todrick.
I
can't make a deal with
I don't
you.
even know who you are.
Okay, here's the problem that Todrick also made a calculated risk with this. So Misha was totally steady and was definitely not going to fall anytime soon. Todrick was definitely totally about to fall.
Yeah. She didn't need to make a deal with him.
And
Yeah.
also Teddy looked like she was pretty close to falling,
Yeah.
if I remember.
Yeah. But she liked Todrick.
But Misha had no reason to make a deal with either of them. They were
No.
both like, oh, let's make a deal.
She could have just been like, let's just battle this out, guys.
I would
Let's
be like,
do it.
I would be like politely just be like, yeah, I think we can battle it out a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's only been 13 minutes.
Yeah, I would be like, let's just wait a little bit longer than maybe.
All I have to say is Misha needs to get Teddy out now because of this. Like she's
Well, that's what
gotta-
Teddy said. She's like, I think I'm going on the block.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if she didn't. And now you have an enemy in the game. If you're Misha, you have Teddy, and you don't want a Mellencamp as your enemy.
Dude, she's a Hoosier. You don't know what Hoosiers will do.
You don't
to
want
you.
the boring housewife coming after you.
Dude, have you ever fucked with a Hoosier before? They'll fuck you up.
She needs to get her out though. That's my.
Dude, I don't know if it's a good look in the Big Brother house to on the first HOH like make a deal with the third place person and then the second place person be like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, isn't it like a weird social tactic? Like
Yeah.
to just to do that? Aren't people going to be like,
Kind of
wow, she's
manipulative,
kind of
yeah.
cutthroat?
Yeah.
Damn, Cupcake is scary.
She does beat people up for a living, Max.
Yeah, I'm already scared of you, and
I
now
think
you're
she
like
can get
doing this
away
shit.
with pretty much anything.
I don't know if I could be in the same room as her. I'm scared.
I'd be frightened too.
She's an ultimate fighter. What if she wants to take me into an octagon?
Yeah. They should do a HOH comp where it's just an octagon and everybody
Dude,
has
in
to
her
fight each
introductory
other.
package, she talks about like how she loves her family and how she retired and then for 5 years, and then she says she returned to fighting because fighting is the most important thing. She realized that fighting is the most important thing in her life.
Wow.
Okay, she doesn't say family, she says fighting. Okay, that's scary. She's the one person to ever say that.
Look,
fighting-
those 5 years with her
family is not her children aren't the most important thing, Ben. Fighting is.
those 5 years with her family, Max.
She says she's a
Jeez,
mom.
boring,
Okay, her children are not the
boring.
most important thing to her. It's fighting.
It's not as fun picking
She doesn't care about her kids. She cares about fighting.
It's not as fun picking fights with other moms at Walmart. It's not as fun. It's I need to get back in that octagon.
She just wants to kill me.
How do you see this HOH going for Misha this week?
Gonna-
Any thoughts on who she's going to
But
nominate?
she says, well, Teddy,
Teddy, definitely. Teddy.
not Todrick.
Not Todrick. And therefore, by extension, I think if Todrick could...
Rob, not the rest of that alliance.
Yeah. It'd be really sad if she put up Chris Kirkpatrick.
Oh, do you know
who's
who's
such a
probably
big
going
fan.
up then? Her
Who?
athletic threat. Mirai
Mirai,
Nagasu.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you could be right. I think it could be Mirai. Yep.
I don't know if she knows about backdooring.
Yeah. Maybe.
So I think she'll probably put her up instead of trying to backdoor Mirai.
Yep. I could see that. I could also see Mirai winning a veto. So
That's what
who
I'm
knows?
well, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
why she probably won't try to backdoor her. I would try to backdoor Mirai.
Yeah.
Also
have to.
because I'm on Big Brother. I only got 3 weeks. I'm gonna backdoor someone, am I right?
Have fun.
Yes.
Alex Lake from the
Well, we have a
Circle.
question. Says arriving late. How is Chris Kattan doing in the house? Alex, he's having trouble remembering people's names.
Yeah. Yep.
And he
looks
first
very
in the
uncomfortable.
first HOH competition.
Yeah, he fell 1 minute in. and he just looks very uncomfortable all the time.
Well,
He doesn't look happy being there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you're not talking about his posture.
Well, both.
Well, I'm not sure if he's actually physically uncomfortable all the time. That might just be what his posture is like. So I'm
Fair.
not.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to speculate all the time that might just be. He might actually just be okay. I'm not sure.
Right.
Because he's always going to look like that now.
Yes.
You know, like I'm like I don't know.
Yeah.
He might always be uncomfortable, or he might just,
Right.
But it probably isn't comfortable. I don't fucking know, man.
I'm just saying how it looks as a viewer.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. It looks terrible.
Everybody's talking about it.
No, you're right. It looks totally uncomfortable, man. You're right, man. You're right, dude. I'm sorry.
So then we have this twist at the end.
Oh yeah,
I don't think we talked about that.
Oh, that's what made me laugh, dude. I like Chris Kattan talk. That's what made me laugh. I like Chris Kattan talking about being a what's in the box kind of guy. That cracked me up.
Yeah.
That's what kind of guy I'm in. A what's in the box kind of guy. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm a curious cat. I'm a what's in the box kind of guy.
This is why Chris is on the show.
To be a what's in the box kind of guy.
What is in the box?
What the fuck is he talking about?
Alex says maybe his poor play is a strategy to win. That, you know what? Could be.
Could be. So yeah, so we get this box and it's going to be good for someone and bad for someone else. This is a power we've never seen on Big Brother before. They've never done anything like this before, Ben.
It's
It's
huge.
unexpected. They've never done a power that's good for someone and bad for someone else. I can't think of anything like this before. They've never had curses that have been like this. They've never done anything like this before. This is very unique.
I've never even heard the concept before of like a box that you open and it could be something bad and something good.
It
I've never even heard of that
unleashes
concept.
something I've never heard of upon the Big Brother house. Wow. This is shocking.
It's a really original concept. It's really great.
It's never before seen. I like that.
What
We
if there's
get,
just money in there? What if there's just money?
Yeah. Well, Lamar gets his lump sum that he's so excited
Yeah,
for.
Lamar's like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, that's why the feeds are down. Lamar got his lump sum.
Yeah.
I like that the box doesn't get open, but we still get 10 fucking confessionals about what's in the box.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, what's going to be in the box? Next confessional. I'm really wondering what's in the box. Next confessional. There's a box. It could be good for me. Next one. I hope the box is what will be good for me. I'm like, all right, we get it.
We get it. You're speculating about what's in the box.
Yes, we understand. So that is about the episode, Ben. How you feeling? I'm feeling optimistic. Like I had fun I had fun watching it. I wish there'd been more strategy, but I'm guessing there just wasn't that much happening yet.
Once we get people on the block, I think the ball's gonna get rolled.
But I think the cast is here to have a good time. Like I didn't feel like they were there to like not have fun.
Yes.
And
to be determined, I think.
And they are definitely fun to talk about. Like I've had a very fun time dishing on them this recap.
I have as well.
We've had a great time.
At the very least, we'll always have that.
Yeah. And
we may not have a lump sum, but we have that.
Yeah. So we have some game players. We already have an alliance. Yep. We have some physical people.
Alex says, is there anyone there to make friends? Everybody's there to make friends.
Yeah, there might be some people there to make fun, and there might be some people that love their families. There's one person, their most important thing is beating the shit out of people. And I'm afraid that they're going to listen to this podcast and kill me. So it's my fear. Because we know they're all going to listen to this podcast.
I noticed that when we did our drinking game, when we uploaded it to Instagram, it like when you tag them in the post, it automatically sends a direct message to them showing that you tagged them.
Okay, when you did it, could you tag Todd Bridges?
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
able
okay.
to.
I was because I couldn't when I made the video one, and I was hoping that you could tag Todd Bridges, and then like, and then he got mad and like blocked us or something. Oh,
No,
that's a
no, no.
bummer. I was hoping he blocked us.
I'm just really afraid of Misha hurting us. That's
Yeah. She's an ultimate fighter.
Usually with these drinking games, I'm not too worried about reality stars hurting us, but Misha fighting is everything. It's more to her than her children, Max. It's concerning. I'm concerned.
Oh my god. So I hope the feeds are back up on Friday. They say they were like the feed should be back on Friday. We'll keep you updated. And it's like, yeah, the feed fix. I hope they figure out their situation. Hopefully the season's not like canceled. Well, I guess if they are more free time for us.
What if like Teddy Mellencamp quit and they're trying to find another boring housewife to replace her and hope nobody notices?
Yeah. We got Terry Mellencamp.
We got a different Mellencamp.
Yeah. John Mellencamp comes. He's like, I'm going on a show. I hope I make you proud. He posts the same photo.
Right.
See you guys in a couple of weeks. Going on show.
Well, I think that's about it for this episode.
We'll be back tomorrow, same time.
Yeah.
If you're new, please subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at Reality Alert Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Ben. What's our Twitter?
At Reality Alert Pod, I believe.
Oh,
isn't it?
That's fun. Find us on Twitter. Just do it. Just follow us on all this shit. It really helps.
We have a link tree also in our
Instagram
bios. So
yeah,
check that out.
Yeah,
it's Reality Alert _.
We're available on all podcast platforms and all that shit. And we will be back. We're gonna do every single episode. We're gonna have drinking games. We're gonna have alignment charts and all that fun stuff. Tell your friends, share us, and we're gonna be back tomorrow. Thank you for joining us, and goodbye.
Bye.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.